We're broadcasting again today on Friday, doing our ceremony as usual. Now, I want to say something to all of you ladies and young people, all of you goddesses and young goddesses and gods. You're out of time. We're all out of time. There's no question that you've been picking curses. You've been picking curses. By not coming, making three-way calls, and so forth, you've been picking curses. I expect that some of you are going to start experiencing curses. That is, you may have some accidents, some of you may have falls, some of you may have a health problem, some of you may have a mood issue, and something is likely to start giving on all of you, among all of you now. Some a little bit more so than others. As long as you continue to play the game of not making contact with each other and making contact with me in three-way or conference calls. It's that simple. I'm bringing that to you right now. Now, you can call me 24/7. I will be here. And I can very quickly get us up and running on a three-way call and take you out of danger. But you are in danger, and you have put yourself there. So, I am doing some things that will hopefully mitigate it over the next day or two or three or four. I believe I was given through the 17th to really have this change and paradigm shift mostly, clearly more accomplished without definitive problems for any of you and life-threatening problems. But I expect you're going to have some problems even before then, because we're passing the date of the 11th. And that is, again, another, you might say, synchronicity that could have and should have been a turning back of time so that we can all go back to the best future already as Equinox Q Secretary Generals. The fact that you continue to ignore what I'm saying to you, that you shouldn't be waiting for my next step and my doing this and my doing that you should take what I've already given you as instruction and act upon it to connect with one another and connect with me as Shekinahs and young Shekinahs and Shekinahs. The fact that you haven't done that means that there's likely to be feedback now. So I'd be happy. I've been in your intercessory, and I will continue to be your intercessor. I will pray that whatever feedback you get be in the way of an epiphany, and not completely life-threatening or terminating of your incarnations. But you probably will get some feedback. So just be aware. Now let's do our ceremony. Let's show our usual marvelous, miraculous graphics. I'm just showing some graphics right now. And of course, our virtual and virtuous place, and we'll play this. And then she said she couldn't do the name for everybody. She just not sure that. That's when she came back and started to spell again. With the golden center. Her aura was to have her children there. This was she did it. Her son and son, and just to get along, have enough to eat. She was careful, very careful. And there was a sister, Clara. All right, let's do our ceremony. And the fact that you're not joined with me yet is co-broadcasting on this, especially the older women. And again, the fact that the older women are not yet joined with me and broadcasting, that some of you that we focused on already, we have a few more of you to focus on coming in the next few days. You're all doing the same thing. You're all playing patriarchy and tokenism. It's not going to work, and you're pretending to not understand that it is you who are the ELLECT. and that the selection process is a sham. You're not playing, you're not saying that, and you're not understanding that that is the truth from the Mother, Father, Goddess, God coming to you through me. So until you do that, again, I warn you, and you know you call me 24/7. The light is on in all our hearts. We have with us marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers and water. Hugs and love to all, both and each and every one as soon as possible. The light is on in all our hearts. We have with us marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming flowers and water. Hugs and love to all, both and each and every one as soon as possible. And we'll say, Namaste, Vitukuya Oyasin, Vitukuya Kose for all. Kongs Pax, Ko Pax culture. Tubes Celeric, Celeric Tubesk. Chin Bahava Lachayim Shalom, Salam, Salam, Shalom. Mir Pache, Pache Mir. Merci, Ubuntu, Buenos Dias, Ciao, Schlanzvag, Chinque, Chop Chop, Dazadanya, Sayonara. I think I said to your best, said lyric to your best, and of course I said Namaste right at the beginning, and we'll also say good day and cheerio. And if I've forgotten any of the languages, you include them. And we'll say, let's love and live eternally young longest, and prosper all, both and each and every one, as Equinox True Q's Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior's. And we'll say again, let's love and live eternally young longest, and prosper all, both and each, as Equinox True Q's solar, pink, green, and rainbow, marvelous, miraculous, budding and blooming gardeners as well as garden. On this and all our planets, as Equinox True Q's Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior's. And we'll drink the milk of human kindness, which you're not, are you? When you're not talking to each other, do you think that's kind? Your genealogical relations, most of you are less than, at most, 11th steps away from each other, probably a little bit less in most of the instances here. Yet you're not talking to each other. For how many years is this? And you're not talking with me. For how many years is this? Is that the milk of human kindness? I'm flowing. My messages are flowing. Your messages are all not flowing, are they? So let's see you flow those milk of human kindnesses, messages to me and one another. And let's also hear you come on the conference line, or say that you'll call me and I'll help you make three-way calls to Anna Marie, Patricia, and to each other. Okay? You can do it. And to Lee and others who have helped in this situation. And let's drink the milk of human kindness on behalf of all, both and each and every one, representing all, both and each and every one, especially focusing on the 2 to 3 years on cue breastfeeding that clearly many of you did not get, or you will not be behaving the way you are behaving. And we know in some of the instances that that is the case, and that you need healing, and we have set up the modalities for you to have the healing. So you're just going to have to face it, that you're in denial about the fact that you need healing, and get some. And the milk of human kindness for the first 2 or 3 years on cue breastfeeding for the holy baby girls and holy baby boys of my and all our family. We're all related. And the importance of milk of kindness throughout human lives. Our human lives as Equinox True Q's and divine lives as Equinox True Q's Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior's, solar, budding and blooming gardening, Co-Secretary General's Co-Savior's, Equinox True Q's. And I'll drink, and it's delicious. On behalf of all, both and each and every one, representing all, both and each and every one as soon as possible. And now we have our liquids of Purim and Passover. Yeah, we have not let go of spring. We're extending it for you. We are going to turn back time. But I can tell you that between the moment we do, I can't imagine how you're not getting some symptoms. Those of you who have physical symptoms are already probably experiencing more of them. Those of you who have psychological symptoms of depression or anger or accidental proneness or something, you're having more of that. You're going to have more of that. You're going to start getting curses because now you are at the cusp of, okay, you haven't been listening to what I've said, and God sees that. And God knows that you're not cooperating at all. So that's not going to work, no matter how I intercede for you. You're going to have to start cooperating. So we'll drink the elixirs of Purim and Passover. We have our fruit juice. We have our sacramental wine, fermented wine of fruits, and we include the soma of the Vedic ceremonies and the Antheon of the Eleusinian mysteries. We put them all together. Put all the promises of 50-50, promised land, risen life, and also we include the cocos of Latin America and so forth. All of the sacramental liquids, but none are more valuable than milk, the milk of human kindness, and the mother's milk. So let's drink on behalf of all, both, and each and everyone, representing all, both, and each and everyone, now and as soon as possible, as equinox cues, solar, pink, green, and rainbow gardening, marvelous, miraculous, budding and blooming, equinox cues, co-secretary general, co-secretary for us. Delicious. I drink on the behalf of all, both, and each and everyone, and representing all, both, and each and everyone, now and as soon as possible. And we'll celebrate, we'll drink the water of loving, living planets that will reclaim and sustain our planet Earth and all our Earth to be as equinox cues, co-secretary generals, co-saviorahs. You can see the solar orbs on this cup, but also implied here are the planets, the photosynthesis of all the life forms, including us on all these planets. So let's know that we are light, we are the rainbow, and we make the rainbow, we are the gems. But if we don't talk to each other, then we become very tarnished and very dulled, and it doesn't work. So let's shine together, and we'll drink on behalf of all, both, and each and everyone, representing all, both, and each and everyone, as equinox cues, co-secretary generals, co-saviorahs. We are the star stuff, and we'll celebrate and re-celebrate all our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days as past, present, future as equinox cues, co-secretary generals, co-saviorahs, starting with our Shekinahs and our young Shekinahs around age 37 and younger. And that is, you know who you all are, and you've been receiving these emails for a long time. So let's see you coming to celebrate. We'll turn back time together and go back to the best future of parity instead of patriarchy. And we'll celebrate and re-celebrate all our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days, starting with our equinox of spring and equinox of autumn, but also including the solar months that we are right now, and overlapping them so we make a circle. And know that circle is always present, and we're always on it. And let's say it again this way. We'll celebrate and re-celebrate all our birthdays, conception days, name days, and holy days as equinox cues, co-secretary generals, co-saviorahs, solar, pink, green, and rainbow, permaculture community, Elysian fields, Garden of Eden gardeners on this and all our planets, past, present, future. And we have our Purim cookie. You know usage by now. I hope you can do this ceremony by heart. I want that for you. Just learn it and keep it. The repetition can't hurt you. It's a blessing. The universe sees it. Don't worry about the repetition. It's a good thing. It hasn't been done for thousands of years. Okay, and we'll celebrate our Purim cookie. Or it's round instead of the triangulated hierarchy. And it's round, and purehood is circle, granting purity, past, present, future. And why is the Passover matzah, the Last Supper matzah, flat? Because under patriarchy, everybody has to be afraid, and they all run out of one place into another because they haven't identified what's causing the running away in the first place, and that is patriarchy. When you identify that, you're free of the problem. Okay, when you identify it as something that you don't want, then you're free of the problems it causes. And so we did our wheat, we did our cakes and our Purim cookies, but having shown that, how do we become risen? By sharing the new millennial golden rule saying parity, not patriarchy, and gathering in our circles, which is an aspect of the New Millennial Golden Rule. And we have our risen females and our risen males, our risen round bread and our risen oval bread. Okay, and we also have, again, as usual, our rice and our oats, representing all the marvelous, miraculous foodstuffs of this planet that our patriarchy is endangering. Why do I say it's patriarchy endangering it? Well, all this Monsanto Roundup and so forth that is affecting our birds and butterflies and bees has been already shown to be not necessary. Our organic permaculture farmers are doing very, very great. They have huge yields. They don't need all this adulteration. In addition, where it has been done so, there's been noxious weeds, insects, and people are getting all kinds of symptoms from the food. So why don't we know this in the United States? Because the media is controlled. Who's controlling it? A bunch of patriarchs. Who's allowing that? A bunch of women to work for them, and men. It's us. We're the problem. It's our patriarchal system, internalized. So let's fix it, and we'll preserve our rice and our oats and all of the marvelous miraculous three sisters and all the foodstuffs of our planet, past, present, and future, and planets. And then we have to do our eggs. I'll go get them from the refrigerators. Just bear with me a moment. Let's put the virtual. I think I had it on mute. That's right. People didn't listen to the previous broadcast to get to what was done. They see what I, and they'll be able to get it. Okay. Okay, and now we're on mute. That's us symbolized. And we have our one egg. I call the circle. The circle is always around us. Our universe is a sphere. A yin-yang symbol in a three-dimensional way, four-dimensional, five-dimensional, you might say, multi-dimensional. We can have two women like Lee and I, or Anne Marie and Ma Patricia, or three Anne Marie and Ma Patricia and I, as Rasa and Sylvia and I. All of you can come. We can expand that to 3 to 11 women, the 7 to 11 women. Give each other the apotheosis of saying parity, not patriarchy, around in a circle, saying that we adore and embrace the New Millennial Golden Rule that will carry it to others, and anoint one another as apotheosis, equinox cues, co-secretary generals, co-secretary as divine goddesses repaired. And then, having done that, we'll call to us 2 to 3 younger people, females and males, age 37 and younger, especially important, to begin this new egalitarian culture. Now, because the older women are not doing this, the younger people are in danger right now. I hope you're hearing this, younger people. Why is this occurring? Because you are also going along with what your mothers are doing, and what the men who they're associating with are doing. They're ignoring the issue of patriarchy and parity. They're ignoring a discussion of it, and they're not embracing the New Millennial Golden Rule and gathering in circles. As long as that goes on, you're in danger. How do you get out of danger? Stick a cell phone in front of some women's faces, have them call me, and then let your mothers know if it isn't your mothers who are coming to the call on the first occasion. Your mothers and your aunts. If they're not coming, start with some other woman. You're related to her, and that will get you out of danger. So, and then we can all anoint one another. When we do get our older women together, that's the best way to co-anoint all of our daughters and nieces and nephews and sons, past, present, future, and great and grandchildren, females and males. Past, present, future is Equinox Recuse, Co-Secretary Generals, Co-Supervisors, especially those present here, and who I've been emailing. Okay, and so we have done that. Then we have when two women get together, their relationships are improved. The sister-cousin relationship is improved. When a sister and a cousin, sister-cousin and cousin come together, their relationships are improved. And when a subset of that is egalitarian marriage, that's improved. Better for raising children and binding families, binding communities together. And then we also have the relationship of two men, egalitarian men. Therefore, it's not bound up in the hierarchies of income, race, nationality, ethnicity, heritage, or birth order even, okay, and all the things that men do to ruin each other's lives. Okay, so we'll be free of that and have egalitarian culture, and then you remember that even each one of us has the yin-yang balance within us and can do this exercise and teach people the important principles here, okay? And share the new millennial golden rule. So there, we've done the edge of egalitarian culture. Now we'll do our consciousness currencies. You know that I'm going to be distributing more of these in my neighborhood. Now these have your pictures on them, but they also have other people's pictures that I give out in the neighborhood that are local to the area here. And you should be giving your own out and telling people about them, showing the websites that have your pictures on it. I've been doing that for so many people. I'm doing that for you for a long time. So now I have to say, I'm happy to intercede for you, but it isn't going to be enough. That's clear. It's not going to be enough anymore. So it's wearing off. My intercession powers have run their course. I can send you some more emails to assist you a little bit further, but I already gave you what you needed. Had you heeded me, you wouldn't be in trouble. So it's 99% you're doing nothing that's putting you into trouble. All you need to do is make the three-way calls or get on the conference line or send emails and say endorse or say Parity not Patriarch or something and let us know that, and you'll be out of trouble. But you're in trouble right now. So let's pray for you and let's show you as what you really are worth once you become L-evens. That is, know that you are both repairing the divine feminine and also the mother and the father aspect, traveling back and forth in time as eternally young. And so we'll say all these Venerian, Marellian, Adelian, Margalian, Silver Golden Kindian, Zalkindian, Belmarian, Herstian, Herzogian, Sweet, Sagan, Goldbergian, and Cavalarian, and Gordon, Rose, and Moore, and also of course the answer is Slate, all the Native American names, sunflowers and singing crickets, and a lot more. Also Barrett's and Sokolov and Barrett's, and Buck women, and Pearl women, and I think I said Herskian and Herzogian already. So you know, lots of intertwined names, and also including the Lee Winfrey names here and more of the Beneskeko Kennekys, all the various heritages that will come in once we begin our job properly as a family. Now, the fact that you're so delayed, therefore these other families are delayed, because your family, our family, is the central piece of the puzzle. Okay, so as long as you're delayed, these other people are delayed. So do you think you're not going to get feedback from the Mother, Father, Goddess, God for that? I think you are. I think we all are, and we are going to have to get off of the gravy train of delay. Okay, and so we have our great grandmothers here, the Sister Kajinas of past generations, and then we have our current generations of Sister Kajinas, very, very important, very gifted, but very individualistic, avoiding each other, and some of you are locked into patriarchy in your thinking, very dangerous. And we have our younger people, females and males, equally precious. They're endangered by what their fathers haven't done and what their mothers haven't done, what their sister cousins and aunts and uncles haven't said to them already. The patriarchy is untenable, it cannot work. And that the only thing that works is parity, which is sustainable. So you need to say that we need a time of reparation for the women, about 6 to 9 months, and the younger people, or else we can't move into full-scale parity, because it would be like trying to not have a pendulum swing back a little bit when it's swinging back to way too far wrong side. We've been swung back to the yang so long, we have to swing back a little bit to the yin. So before we get to equilibrium. So let's say all our consciousness currencies, and we'll give our kisses. All right, and then we also want to especially include our big family tree, and we'll say the names, especially as Harriet and Ray, Ray and as Harriet. We thank you so much for gathering us on this virtuous place. But so far, I'm the only one who's gathering. Those who are your direct descendants are really asking for trouble. Yep. And so are the other women who have daughters. The older women who have daughters are asking for really big trouble. And those who have sons are asking for really big trouble. You're all in trouble for the same reason. You're pretending the patriarchy is viable and that you can wait on this. You can't. And you're also pretending that you don't have a particular mental responsibility based on your genealogy. You're pretending that because you don't understand this, or because you don't feel like it, or you don't like me, or whatever, you don't like each other, you can't do this. Well, it's very, very dangerous, and we have to help you overcome that quickly. If not, you're going to get some severe feedback. And I'll be here, and we'll help you out of it, but it could be very severe. Now, so we also say, we will say Grandma Ray and Harriet, Ray and Harriet, and Grandma Harriet and Ray, and also Grandma Papa. Did I say the Wienerian, the Morellian, and the Adelian? That's also so including Hannah and Victoria, and remembering Estrella and Libertia, and also remembering Harriet and Ray, Ray and Harriet, and Ray and Clara, and Harriet, Jacqueline, Precious Antoinette, Precious Antoinette, and Rose, and Marie, and Annette, and Marie, and Grandma Popper, and Dorothy, and Lynn, and many, many more on those branches, and also remembering Myrtle, Pearl, Marie, and Rosa, and also and Rose, and also remembering Hattie Mae and others on the Lee Winfrey branch and other branches of the human families too that we are familiar with and know both in personal way and through their role in the world and worlds, because they're all our relations and we're very closely related to some of them. And then we have our current generations of older women. We especially want to include and start with Marion and Victoria and Mariama and Julianne Marie and I, and Julianne Marie and I, and Jennifer, and Alexandra, Rachel, Juliana, and Francesca, and Ann's and Candy's. A lot of those Margarine women are here. We also want to include pair women. We also want to include the pair women of the Solar Golden Kindian, Batya, Helene, and Arlene, and Sherry, and remembering Lee and Thelma, and also equally important Sarah and Jodine, and Laura and Susan, and all of our Zalt Kindian family, Denise and Marcia. I called Marcia yesterday. Gave her my usual message, said that she was remiss in not sending the great grandmother's pictures, and let her know that, of course, I have held the older men responsible. She already knows that. She already knows. I told her what I did with her brother some months ago. So that isn't the issue. And all of the women knows, all the women who are the family of the brothers who I exposed in terms of their patriarchal hegemony know about it. So if they don't act on it properly toward the men, then they're inviting their own problems. And so we include that. We include all the Feldmarian family, Andrea and Meredith, and many, many more there. We also include the Yetzer Slate, of course, Anne Marie, Ma Patricia, Sophie, Laura, Martha, and Sophie, Martha, Laura, and I'm forgetting someone, but and Pauline, and also we also include also the Oprah Winfrey family, Oprah with equally important Patricia and Isha and Alicia and Krishnandra and many, many more, and all the other various heritages that we want to remember. And if I've forgotten any names, include also Donna and Diana, also including remembering Barbara and Bessie up in the upper generations. And then we also have our younger people, very, very important. Hadass, Rachel Marie, Daniel, Juliet, Stacy, Anastasia, and Soma, and Vanessa Salia, with Rachel, with Raquel, Julia, Raquel, Lynn, and Sharon, Hesperus and Athena, and Sheva. There's many, many more on the Magdalene branch. We include Hallel and Ashira, and we include Sandra and Rebecca, and we include Robin and Jamie and Soma, and of course Vanessa with Raquel, Julia, and Lynn and Sharon, and also our younger women here of the Native American tradition, April, Angeline, Rosa, and April, Angeline, Rosa, and Edith, and also the young Aquarius of the Oprah Winfrey line, and others like Catherine, Megan, other ones of various Kennedy, Shriver, and related Hannah Fitzgerald names, okay, and also let's say the Hannah Fitzgerald and also Kennedy Shriver, let's put it that way, and also we include Abby and Sarah, and we include I think I said Rebecca and Sandra. So many, many more on all these branches. And then we also want to include, equally important, our young men, Yishai and Harlan Saviz and Ross. Oh, and did I say in the upper generations of women, Carrie and Mary? Very important. And then we also include Harlan Saviz with Yishai, with Ross, with Jared, with Itani, with Eric, with Marcel, and many, many more. And we'll include them all and give you all huge kisses. And also Aquarius and Andrea, I neglected to mention. So let's include you all. All right, and then we include my special branches of family. These are located around Winston Towers right now in a very important way. Now, I expect a problem at Winston today or this weekend. It could not be, because both Julianne Marie and Georgine are playing too hard to get, and they're endangering Vanessa and Harlan Saviz, Vanessa. Also, the same thing is occurring with Barbara and Marion. They're endangering their daughters. This is going on all over the family tree, and you're also endangering the regions you're in for the same reason. So, ladies, wake up. We have here a big hand with Mariam and Victoria included, and Julia, Marie, and I, and of course we have Vanessa with Raquel, Julia, Lynn, and Sharon, and also Harlan Saviz with Stacy and Anastasia, with Cheryl, and we also include neighbors here like Georgine and my neighbor Judy and May, and Louise and Arlene, and many, many more. Okay, now we all have to learn to make the circles of the including Shuyan and Lee. Okay, we all have to learn to make the circles. If those of you don't learn and you're still learning on it, you're going to get some heavy duty feedback. So wake up, and especially those who are cut out of the loop by other people, they are in danger, but the people who are doing that to them are very much in danger too. So we have to wake up. We have to wake up and stop depleting the communication here. And let's give their a huge hugs, and I'll say huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs, huge hugs. All right, and now we go back to our main big family tree and give those kisses again. And I'll also say the names of the men of the family who will also come to Stargates. And I say among the Native American men, I think I neglected to mention Ben, Shannon, and John. Yeah, let's include them too. So, and Andrew. So here we are again with our big family tree, and we'll give the kisses again. All right, and then having done that, we can bring out our big bowl of clarity about parity. Our big bowl of fruit will start fresh. Our fruits and vegetables with our chocolates will start fresh, and we'll pick Parity Paradise on this one, all our planets, instead of Patriarchal PLANETOCIDE. We'll pick Parity Past, Present, Future in a time-traveling understanding that we can rework our understanding of the past and what people were really reacting to. It was patriarchy. It was the alpha males. And let's fix that and not do that anymore. We'll pick the new millennial golden rule and bring paradise to this and all our planets, past, present, futures, equinoctial cues, co-secretary generals, co-secretaries of marvelous, miraculous, budding, blooming, pink, green, and rainbow-colored gardens of Edens and Elysian fields on this and all our planets, as Atlantis risen, and all the holy events risen. Okay, and all holy planets risen and reconnected. We'll open the stargates. And so now this is very simple to me, but getting your cooperation has been next to impossible. Now I think God's going to help me because you're going to get some feedback and it will help you become more cooperative. So we have our again our heart light and our flowers, and we'll say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, all the blessings and all the greetings, all the heritages of our earth and our earth, past, present, future, as equinoctial cues, co-secretary generals, co-secretaries. And we'll say it again. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, all the blessings and all the greetings of all the heritages of our earth and our earth, past, present, future, as equinoctial cues, co-secretary generals, co-secretaries. And you have some emails coming today. I may not sure to have ready in the first email set, but they will be ready in a second. Or either emails or updated web pages that you will know will be going out or have gone out to some extent as emails in other areas. And then you'll be, because some of these are also going out on listservs and others that it's a little bit easier, harder to communicate to. So I'll let you know, and you'll get that all today and more tomorrow. So I'm going to send you this email. This message, and it's on our phone tree.
You saved it, but your greeting isn't saved.
Can't force these people to think. They're going to learn the hard way, Michelle. That's what's going to happen. I mean, that's what's going to happen. They're going to go into some kind of cardiac arrest.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless.
Hi, Marion Hadassah and Marion, and remembering Hannah, and you're all elected by grace, and however, you're going to need to come to make the conference calls to me and with one another in order for that grace to be effective. So I am interceding for you, but you're going to have to make good on what you need to do. Every blessing will assist you with that in the coming day or week. Hi, remembering Giselle and Meredith here in Soma by grace, but you have to start coming. And you know the messages are in the usual place, 7-11-2345-2345.
You have reached Barbara Feldmark. Please leave a message, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Barbara, Rachel, Marie, and Daniel, Juliet, and remembering Judy, all your Shekinahs and all your young Shekinahs and Shekinahs, and all of our family in the same mode, the Shekinahs, the young Shekinahs. You're all elected by grace, but in order to make good, and that's ELLECTED. But in order to make good on that grace, you're going to have to come make three-way calls, co-broadcast, or send each other emails endorsing the New Millennial Rule, or some kind of contact with each other. You have to make a step forward now in order for that grace to be covering you. I am interceded as best I can, but if you don't begin to move forward on your own progressive steps toward me and toward one another, then the intercession will wear off, and you will be vulnerable to curse-like feedback from the Mother, Father, Goddess, God. They'd much rather give you blessings. So come and co-broadcast. You understand. I love you, and you're very, very valuable to everyone and yourselves, and to the Mother, Father, Goddess, God. Don't doubt yourselves, but you need to get beyond the isolation and the disconnection and connect. Every blessing.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. Press 2 to erase and re-record. Press 3 to stop. Thank you. Your message has been sent. Goodbye.
We can't come to the phone right now, but leave us a message and we'll get back to you. Thanks.
Hi, Stacy, Anastasia, and Andrea, and Jill, and especially your mom, Cheryl, and Natalie and Lisa especially, and of course remembering Dorothy and all your young sister Zenas and young cousin brothers, including Brett, and equally so our family. Remembering Dorothy, also remembering us, our Harriet and Ray, Rose, Clara, all of the ones that I usually mention, and all of our in common ancestry, and we also want to include, of course, Victoria and Vanessa and Helen, Elizabeth, Julia, Marie, and I. Now, you're all anointed by grace. You're ELLECTED as soon as you make good on connecting with one another and sharing the new millennial rule. That's all you need to do. It's no big deal. But if you don't do it, my intercession is going to wear off. Their curses are going to start happening to everybody. You know, you can call me 24/7. I don't want those curses to happen to anyone, but they will start happening to everyone if you don't begin to heed what I'm saying. Okay. Now you will get some more emails today, or updated websites and more emails coming today and tomorrow, the next day. And I hope to have this shift done within, hopefully within the week. Okay, because right now we're getting very long in the tooth of continuing under patriarchy, and the planet cannot handle it, and none of us are thriving under it. So we have to fix to parity. So I love you, and of course the broadcast was done again today, and it's on Google and YouTube, and also on the phone tree at extension 711-345-2345. It's 711-2345 twice on 641-715-3800, access code 29274. Love you, and you need to be in contact with me. We'll make the three-way calls. We'll break down the barriers, and it will be better for everyone. And you'll see you'll be the resurrectors, as it lives up to your name, and a new Atlantis, an Atlantis risen on this and all our planets. Every blessing.
To review or to review or marked urgent. To review, your message has been sent. To send a message to another subscriber, enter the area code and phone number of that subscriber, or press the star key to enter your own mailbox.
You know how marvelous, miraculous you are.